Yo, welcome back. It is the West Coast Crossover. This is the place to be. I'm your boy JD.
And I am Jeremiah the Prophet. And this is the podcast where if your team ain't the Lakers, then your team is trash. And if your podcast ain't this week is fuck.
Facts! Yo, LeBron, Lakers losing. Luke is in trouble. Tyson Chandler's coming. It's a whole lot to talk about with the Lakers, but Prophet, let them know what's happening right off the rip.
West Coast crossover, nigga. Laker gang. If you ain't with it, we gon' roast you, nigga. West Coast crossover, nigga. Celtic fan. Don't make me Rondo combo on you, nigga. Purple and gold. Lake Show. This is the podcast. These are the teams and these are the squads, but they all trashed. Fuck them Warriors. Fuck them rappers. The nigga squad's ass. Fuck the Rockets. We in the pocket like a LeBron pass. We be wildin' like Ingram, ayy. We be shooting like Kuz, yeah. Prophet banging like McGee, JD passed the blunt like he was ZO2. Now we high like Michael Beasley, ayy. And we finna get higher. Yo, dumbass is looking like Luke, fucking up and finna get fired.
And Luke Walton might get fired. That is the hot trending topic. We are going to get into that. But yo, right now, the Lakers are sitting at a disappointing, 4-6 as we record this show. 4-6, not exactly where we expected them to be, at least not where I expected them to be. I expected them to be more like 8-2, something like that. Prophet, what was your expectation? Because I know Laker fans are up in arms, man.
I think that's ridiculous, bro. I don't remember you being like that. They're like where you were thinking 8-2 and all that, man. I assumed that we'd come off to a slow start. I told people at work who asked me all the time, where the Lakers would finish, I was telling them that we might end up somewhere from the 5 to 8 range into the playoffs, but that if we got into that range, we'll be very fucking dangerous and it'll be a problem by then. So I think towards the end of the season, we'll start gelling and coming together and doing better. I actually expected us to be kind of worse than this, to be honest, in the beginning, man. Or at least right about this, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I didn't think we was gonna be that, and I damn sure didn't think we'd be in close in all the games that we took L's in, man.
Man, you better check the tapes, boy, because I thought the Lakers were going to come out on fire. I thought they was going to finish second in the conference, 50-plus wins, highly optimistic. And the thing is, I still feel that way. I still think they're going to put it together. I think they're going to go on some kind of crazy streak where they win 20 out of 23 games or something like that and start to catapult up the rankings. There's some other teams out in the West that's having some issues too as well. So the Lakers, they still got their opportunities to come back. Like you said, there's not been that many games. There's been one that I can think of where they just got blown out. Everything else has been close. They just haven't been able to close it out for various reasons. So there's still reason to remain optimistic despite all the panic and paranoia going on out there in Lakerland. So, man, they got to get it together, though, man. They got a streak of games coming up. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but they have some winnable games coming up. They had a tough schedule to start, but they got some teams coming up that they should beat on, man, and probably get this shit together. If not, I've got some inside information, and I think this is going to happen. But you brought up Luke Walton earlier. Yes, whoa.
Let's hear it, my G. What you got, man?
You might look at me funny, but Luke Walton is about to be up out of there, and he is going to be replaced. Wait for it.
Okay.
Monty Williams.
Oh, no.
Yes, dog. That is breaking inside information I'm giving you right now. You heard it here first, JD, West Coast Crossover.
Monty Williams.
Monty Williams will be the next Lakers coach, dog. I'm telling you. Luke Walton's going to be out of there before the new year. He's going to be out of there before 2019. And if the Lakers fuck around and lose some of these games coming up, he's going to be out of there even sooner, dog. Monty Williams will be your next Lakers coach. Laker fans, get used to it.
Nigga,
and if I'm wrong, then I'll just come on and say I was wrong. But my sources say that's the next Lakers coach.
Why? Because Anthony Davis likes Monty Williams? Could that be why?
I don't know if it's because Anthony Davis likes him. I don't know if LeBron has some sort of relationship. Maybe they were on Olympic team. But I'm just telling you, my inside sources say. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is double back to that source and get to the why, dog. I got to get to the why, because that question popped up a little bit later because I was just dumbfounded when I first heard it. Didn't believe it.
Nigga, you was up at the facilities, my nigga? Is that how you found that out?
Something like that. I can't divulge these sources, but I heard enough that I pretty much believe it, dog. So that's what I believe. I wouldn't be shocked to see that happening sooner rather than later if Luke doesn't get it together.
Shit, man. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's talk about this, man. You were saying that the Lakers have been in these games. You've been optimistic still, but there's been different circumstances or different things that have been keeping us out of those wins and messing us up. What are those things? Are those things Luke Walton, or Luke Walton related, or or not? Man, is it his fault?
I kind of really don't think it matters at this point because I just think that's going to be the guy. That's going to be the fall guy for anything that's related to the Lakers not achieving the amount of success that they think they should achieve. I think he's going to be the first one on the chopping block. Magic and them didn't bring him on as much as they say they like him. That's pretty much what they're supposed to say about the active coach that's actually coaching the team. Even his recent comments, what'd he say? He said, oh, yeah, Luke's the coach for the remainder of the year unless something drastic happens. That's not that much of a vote of confidence.
It's really not.
Right? Usually you want to say something like, what you talking about? Luke is our coach, and that's it. But for the remainder of the year,
he got like 3 years on his contract, don't he?
Something like that. Hey, but losing the way they did that last night, that in some people's mind can constitute as something drastic if you're looking for a reason to fire somebody. Like, damn, dog, we was down, 40-something to 10 in the first quarter, something crazy like that. So they can consider that something drastic, man. So like I said, be on the lookout. Luke is definitely on the hot seat, man. Everybody kind of knows it. That's the talk around the whole league as far as the Lakers go. Can Luke handle this? And I've actually had that same question. Luke and LeBron came into the league at the same exact time. LeBron went on to become LeBron James.
And Luke
had a role-playing ass career like a motherfucker, dog. So if I'm LeBron James and I became LeBron, you're my peer. I'm looking at you and I'm like, there's not much you can tell me or coach me about the game of basketball right about now, dog. So, and I've seen
does LeBron care, though,
doing that shit. Huh?
My question is, I think LeBron gets a lot of talk about the coach things and all of that shit. In my opinion, I think LeBron has been the fucking coach in just about every position he's been in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. So he's going to that position as the Lakers. He could probably move Luke the fuck up out of there if he really wanted to.
Right. I don't know that he does. I really don't. Here's my take on Luke, man. I think that Luke Walton is the quintessential players coach, fucking culture guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I noticed about the Lakers, man, is that they have a culture similar to, in my opinion, similar to what like the Golden State Light. And what I mean by that is that they have a lot of personalities there with that group, but they have a fun situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that as if it's a good or bad thing, but they do seem to have a fun situation. I think that's part of what drew LeBron over there. I'm no bullshit. Like what we had going on before, there's a lot of fucking, there would be a lot of infighting. There was a lot of fucking just angry Byron Scott bullshit. You know what I'm saying? There was also the fucking blowed Mike D'Antoni situation before. Since Luke came, they've had kind of like a fun-loving, playing music in practice, fucking free-flowing situation going out there that has been attractive, in my opinion, for other players. I feel like. I don't think that he's the X and O's guy that's that fucking dope with all that shit. But I don't feel like that has the way he does it has been losing us games. You know what I'm saying?
And
as far as all the things that he says, everything that he says about what he's trying to do and install into our system on offense and defense all seems to make perfect sense to me. And most of the time when I see some shit going wrong on the team, I can point exactly to the motherfucker that's doing it. Like the exact player that's fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, it's KCP. It ain't. It's fucking it's this nigga that keeps taking these wild shots and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's this nigga with these turnovers and he keeps losing his man. That's the kind of shit I'm seeing personally.
And you know what? And I'm actually inclined to disagree with a bit as far as the I would say, I guess, the measurement to the Warriors culture, man, because I think theirs is fun too, and it's based on personalities, but it's also based on winning. and everybody really buying in and accepting roles. I think there's a lot of roles that are still undefined on this team. And I kind of brought that up earlier. It's like, who are the Lakers? What's their identity at this point in time right now? And I'm not exactly sure what that is, man. And I was wondering too, who's going to be the Batman, or excuse me, the Robin to LeBron's Batman? It looked like it was going to be Ingram, but I'm not so sure it's Ingram at this point. Ingram's playing like he's got some kind of attitude. I noticed that the other night. Yeah. His role has changed, and LeBron had the ball at one point, and he kind of waved Ingram off, told him to go to the corner. And Ingram he went over there, but he like turned his back and walked over there and moped over there. And, just something small, but it was something that I noticed, that kind of says a lot, depending on exactly, what's going on in practice and behind closed doors. And to follow that game, though, I saw LeBron post on Instagram, Ingram dunking and saying, this young king's next and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly what's going on there, because I don't think Ingram stepped up to be the Robin. Kuzma's been trying, but I don't know if it's him. But to me, it looks like Kuzma might fit in a little bit better with LeBron. Yeah. Shit, right now at this point, Robin might be JaVale McGee.
Shit, nigga, that's what I'm saying. Okay, here's what I think, man. I'm a huge Batman fan, my G, but I never knew this many motherfuckers was into Batman. Everybody always asking about who's the Robin to Batman and whoop-de-whoop. Nigga, you ever heard of the motherfucking Ninja Turtles, nigga, or the nigga, the Transformers? You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of motherfuckers on the Ninja Turtles. There's 4 niggas on the Ninja Turtles, and then there's fucking a gang of different Transformers or G.I. Joe, right? Why can't we be G.I. Joe? Shit. We got the leader and best player in LeBron James, but we have a lot of better than average players on our team, and I think that is all we need. I don't really believe that we need a damn Batman and Robin type situation. And our identity, in my opinion, so far has shaped out to be, we are the team that goes fast, that are positionless, and that everybody can handle the ball. They can attack from all angles. That kind of gets taken away by trying to say, all right, this nigga turn, that nigga turn, Batman Robin shit, like you would say with Westbrook and KD. That was Batman and Robin. I don't think that that's successful like that. You know what I'm saying? I like what we're trying to do, and I feel like we have our Batman, and then we got nigga, a bunch of niggas collectively that make up the super friends. You know what I'm saying? If Ingram, if we can't tell who's the next step behind Ingram or Kuz or JaVale McGee for that matter, good shit. That's the best problem to have I could think of. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, as long as everybody's playing well and consistent.
Yeah. Now, some of it comes down to figuring out how to maximize that, right? How to get all these niggas playing well on the same day, or while everyone,
which comes back to coaching, right?
Yeah, but yes and no. I mean, it does, but shit, dog, we're 10 games in the season. They've changed the way the off season works, and so it's not like they were together for a long ass time like they used to be. Like it used to be that we would just be starting games right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, that preseason kicked off, nigga, and it was just they was just meeting with each other. It was just getting past the draft and all that old shit.
That shit happened fast.
Yeah, so I mean, this is, to me, like the first 5 games would have been preseason before. You know what I'm saying? So they still got to work that shit out. I don't expect them to really have that down, because you can only have it from actual gameplay and tinkering with it the way Luke has been doing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it looks like Lonzo, LeBron, and Kuzma play together better than Ingram, Rondo, and LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But then there's also times where Rondo and Kuzma, you know what I'm saying, and Ingram look good because he's telling them where to go and whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying? He has to figure that out, dog. That's kind of tough, man. I kind of give Luke more slack than a lot of people, even though I don't think he's a very good X and O guy. You feel me?
Man, I think actually, what do you think about the Lonzo Ball and Rondo dynamic right now. Do you think one is standing out over the other? Because every time I think I'm rolling with one, something happens that makes me kind of flip my mind. You know, I thought most recently I was with Lonzo, but now, you know, I'm starting to side with Rondo. What do you think about that dynamic with the team? The whole Rondo versus Lonzo, who should be starting at point? Who should be finishing games and things of that nature?
I honestly, I circle back to the same thing I was thinking about with Brandon Ingram and Kyle Kuzma. I think the Lakers are trying to move a little bit too fast. We got Rondo and Lance Stevenson, JaVale McGee, these niggas, and LeBron, and added them to these young guys. And all of a sudden, it seems like motherfuckers is really thinking we're supposed to just win a lot off the gate. You know what I'm saying?
I know I was.
I think big picture wise, you want Lonzo to get better and better and better and be like super Rondo one day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A little taller, better shot.
Yeah, you want him to be super Rondo one day. But as of right now, they both have games where one looks better suited for the job right now than the other. Right?
Right.
So that's a great fucking thing. You got a second year guard that can play to the level, in my opinion, he's pretty close to his productive. They're about the same amount of productivity between the two. And Rondo is like fucking Rondo. Rondo's a baller, dog. He's a veteran, great point guard. You know?
Well, you know what? I think that benefits Rondo in that situation because it feels like he knows who he is. Yeah. Lonzo just has those games where it feels like he's still trying to figure out, and he even admitted it after one game where he was just kind of disengaged and just didn't have any energy towards that game. So you definitely see that with him on that court. And I think that's the times where my mind switches over to Rondo. Cause like I said, he's pretty consistent in who he is, but then Lonzo has those games where he fits in just perfectly. And like you said, he's more of a dynamic version of Rondo, with the jump shot working and everything.
So that brings me to this. If you really think you want to win now and you're trying to go into the playoffs with fucking 50 some in the high 50s wins, then you probably want to play Rondo more than you want to play Lonzo, right? You might get one or two more wins with Rondo at the position just because of his intangibles and just the veteran savvy that he has. One or two more wins, perhaps. If you want to be winning for years to come, then you're going to want to make sure you're developing Lonzo as much as possible. So the happy medium to me is doing it basically how they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I think it don't matter who starts because Lonzo's been starting, but Rondo's been finishing. I'd find it more of an insult if a nigga take me out in the end of the game when shit matters than at the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah, because I've been pondering that too because Rondo, I know he has that reputation as a defender, but he's not exactly the defender that he used to be.
And Lonzo's a better defender than what he was.
Yeah. Lonzo at this point, he might be that guy when he's on his A game. Lonzo, like you said, might be better. And, he's got the height, the length, and he came in balling on defense a lot better than everybody expected. He's only going to get better on that end. So even if he can stay consistent on that end and just stay a threat with that shot in the fourth, he should definitely be closing the games.
Yeah, man. The talk with Luke and Magic that really sparked a lot of this talk about Luke getting fired, referring to Magic. Magic went and kind of publicly in front of a few people and was basically cussing at Luke like, "Hey, we better get this fucking shit together. The goddamn offensive move." He was cussing and.
Yeah, that was right before that. That was right before the Lakers came out and balled out against Portland and then gave up that big lead in the fourth. And again, that's another thing that could be looked at as a disappointment where you're up by 20. You're feeling great because I remember I was feeling great. Wow, Lakers up by 20.
Yeah.
And then the final score was Lakers went by 1. And that can be looked at as a disappointment. A lot of what you did that was good got erased. And then you follow that up with that blowout loss. Yikes. Again. Luke's in hot water. What's up? Anyway. I digress. Back to your point.
No. I absolutely feel you on that. But I think that Magic, I can see what he means. A lot of people are like, well, what that Magic needs to be talking to Luke about is about the motherfucking defense. They're scoring 160 points. But,
boy, are they?
But here's the thing, though. The Lakers do look super sloppy on offense, and it kind of looks like some fucking playground shit. It's kind of looking a little fucking OKC Thunderish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I always watch Billy Donovan's games, and it looks like, oh, they're scoring a lot of points, but I'm like, what the fuck are they running? This don't look like. It just looks like the Russell Westbrook chaos show. You know?
Right.
And the Lakers are getting a lot of fast break points, but then when they set into an offense, I saw it in an article, and I would like to give the guy props, but I can't remember who wrote it, where the Lakers' offense was described as very vanilla, you know? And I thought that was a very good description. It is vanilla. It seems, they do like a wheel offense that I see in fucking high schools. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, and kind of relying on individual talent as opposed to having a dope offensive system, that they can rely.
And it's like they're telling people, like, no, we want to see more passes and pass up good shots for better shots and blah, blah, blah. But it's not really, don't seem like it's telling you how completely or that's built into the system. It's free flowing, which is probably going to draw people to want to play there. I think that's part of some of the stuff that Luke adapted over the years from Kerr and from Phil Jackson, who both have a deal where they kind of put you in a certain position and let you make the decisions from there. You know what I'm saying? But it does lend itself for us to be able to be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? For niggas like, Ingram.
Especially for a young team.
Yeah.
And guys that might feel unsure of themselves with the presence of LeBron now.
And trying to do too much. Because have you noticed? Okay, I think people have been going two different ways with that shit. I feel like Lonzo, being the kind of nigga that he is, he likes to pass. He's like, ooh, I got LeBron on my team. He's the best. Oh my God, I'm going to give him. And he's like, here's the ball. You want me to go over there? Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? That's how Lonzo looks to me on the court. And Kuzma looks like, nigga, yeah, good LeBron, man. LeBron's a baller, nigga. Let me show you what I can do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Kuzma literally look off LeBron like more than 5 times.
Yeah.
LeBron has called for the ball. Kuzma looked him dead in his eye like, yeah, no, bro. Watch this. And then he'll take a nigga to the cup and get a bucket. It worked like all 5 times or whatever that I saw. You feel me? But it was like, I was thinking, man, Kuz got some balls on him, dog. And then
he gets out there.
And then Ingram to me looks like almost mad that LeBron's there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he's been straight ball hogging to me, dog. That's a
problem.
Ingram's been ball hogging. Kind of crazy. So it's like you go either way. It's like they defer. Some of them defer to LeBron and look at him as big Godfather, cuz, and then you got a couple of them that are like, man, fuck that nigga, man. I get buckets, bro. Let me show you.
And I think they're definitely going to need to go ahead and figure that out. And that'll probably start to play into the Lakers' plans as they move into the offseason, which, is a totally different show. But as far as trying out for the team and seeing who works, attitudes and the way they go about the way they go about approaching the season is definitely going to factor into that. And I think we're starting to see some of that with these guys, as you were explaining right there.
All right. Hey, you kind of muffled out a little bit, my G, but I think I was picking up what you were saying. You still there, my G?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad.
For sure. Well, speaking of, when we're talking about niggas that are kind of going different ways with LeBron coming in there, man, 2 people I can look at and say, wow, the presence of good passing players and good players like LeBron has elevated one and fucked one up. And I say JaVale McGee, that nigga looks like, man, if a nigga told me like 5 years ago, who would you rather have? JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard? A nigga would say Dwight Howard, right?
Easily.
Right? But today, if I ask you that question, you slap the shit out of me. I already know, nigga. I'm not even going to ask you, dog, because I don't feel like getting slapped. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because you would deserve it, because it's clearly JaVale who is balling out of his motherfucking mind.
Right. So, LeBron has, and I'm not trying to just place that all on LeBron. I'm sure JaVale McGee has been putting in work, and I think that he's had that untapped potential the whole time. He's kind of like maturing a little bit, and he learned a lot from Golden State.
Right. Plus, he's our only big man at the moment.
Yeah, he's crushing it, Doc. That nigga's crushing it. I'm scared to see, what happens when other things settle down. You know what I'm saying? Because right now that nigga's balling.
Well, the thing is, they experimented a lot with Kuzma at the 5, man, and that does not seem to be working at all.
Nah.
They're bringing in Tyson Chandler, which is, we all know that looks like JaVale's big brother or something.
Yeah,
I think that's actually a good thing for the Lakers because it gives them added height that they can use, because apparently Zubac is worthless at this point. Chandler he's going to be able to replicate a lot of what JaVale can do.
Yeah, he's like the smarter, slower version.
Yeah, 15, 18 minutes, something like that, 20 minutes at the most. And you're not going to really miss a beat with him. So I'm happy that the Lakers are getting Chandler. Hopefully he can infuse something. They needed defensively. They need a stopper out there. Yeah. Who was it? Serge Ibaka went crazy the other night. He hit 16 shots or something, 15, 17, something like that.
Yeah.
He went off on JaVale. As good as JaVale's been playing, Serge Ibaka had his way with him. So it'll be good to get some reinforcements. I know Tyson has not been playing that much down there in Phoenix as they're going with their youth movement. They got DeAndre Ayton, the number 1 draft pick, eating up all the minutes at center. So bring him over to the Lakers. We can use him. Hopefully he'll block some shots, play some defense, and he can still get up and finish around the rim, I'm sure. So that's a good pick up for the Lakers, man. I like that.
Yeah. I actually like that quite a bit, too. He's going to help. But speaking of help, we are not getting any fucking help from your boy, KCP, who I feel like actually got fucking worse. If that was possible, it's like bringing LeBron made that nigga shittier.
First of all, I don't even appreciate you bringing up his name, because I was purposely trying not to mention him, as I just no longer think of him as a Laker. I have no idea why he's playing in any games when we have Josh Hart that can play the 2, when we have Lance Stevenson, who's also been a pleasant surprise that can play the 2. And hell, you can even slide Brandon Ingram down to the 2 for minutes. Why is KCP getting any fucking minutes at all? He is one of the worst Lakers to ever put on the uniform. It's a disgrace. It brings a tear to my eye. Just know that KCP is wearing a Laker uniform, and so did Laker greats like Magic Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, even George Mikan wore Laker uniforms. And now you have people like KCP who can also say that they wear a Laker uniform. And I'll be goddamn if KCP is on this team and the Lakers win a championship and he gets a ring for his efforts. KCP is trash. He deserves nothing but to get fucking traded immediately.
Okay. So, yeah. KCP, Kentavious Caldwell fucking Pope with the fucking widow's peak. Really did get worse, dog. I mean, fuck. Last year we did the Fuck KCP song. And then he got released off his motherfucking house arrest, nigga. He took off his house arrest anklet, and then all of a sudden the motherfucker could move a little better and did better. And then LeBron comes and the motherfucker just like decides to just start shooting more fucked up shots than before and playing worse defense. Nigga.
I don't know how you get worse and dumber when LeBron comes to your team.
Nigga, yeah. I don't understand that, dog. The first shot of the first game that he was in was a running 3-pointer with 2 niggas on him. And LeBron was standing open off to the right. And I was thinking, oh, Lord have mercy. If this nigga, LeBron, if he keeps doing this, LeBron is going to beat that nigga ass. I think LeBron looked over at him like, what the fuck? Do it. Huh?
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. That should get Luke fired in and of itself, letting KCP play at all. That, man, is absolute garbage.
Hey, look, LeBron, I'm sure that's a thing, nigga. That KCP's finna get dropped from all of Clutch Sports, nigga. Fucking around the way he is.
Yeah, you've served your purpose, bro. Get the fuck up out of here.
That is real. He was sent, nigga, you was our spy to go to LA and figure out how the fuck shit was going. And okay, we figured it out. Half the shit you told us was wrong. Your ass dumb as fuck. You was locked up half the time.
Right. You were over here busy fighting your case, bro.
Know. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave that nigga alone. Like you said, we gave him too much, we're giving him too much love already. He got too much attention.
Right. So shout out to Josh Hart, who's also been balling out this year. One of the people who has managed to step up their game a bit. Hopefully he'll get the consistent minutes now at the 2 guard. Be the starting 2 guard. It's got to be him. He's definitely at least going to be in there finishing games. It should be at least. Definitely shouldn't be KCP out there because I've seen him out there in the fucking fourth quarter way too often. So, Luke, get that shit together, man.
All right, so check. Luke Walton's on the hot seat. There's some people that will say that LeBron has even not been playing at his full strength. We listed off KCP and fucking other reasons. Whose fault is it that the Lakers are fucking up right now? Is it somebody's fault right now?
I think it's too hard to put your finger on one exact thing. It's been a whole bunch of things, different games, whether it be fights and suspensions, just a lack of cohesion, guys maybe moping about their roles, things like that. And a lot of it, you can actually look at a lot of that and start to look back at Luke Walton. And I think that's the reason he's going to end up getting let go. They're just not going to have the record that they think they're supposed to. And a lot of those things are going to add up and they're just going to be like, oh, this is the coach's fault. And like I said, we'll be seeing Monty Williams sitting on the Lakers bench and see if that rectifies anything. Because I really can't put my finger on it, man. Obviously, the defense has been suspect all year. Other than that, though, there's just been a whole bunch of different things contributing to different losses for the Lakers. So you said you've been expecting this. I didn't expect this, man. I was expecting 8-2 at this point, 7-3, something like that. But I don't know, man. I can't put my finger on it, man. I'm definitely going to be paying attention this year.
Bro. Look who we play, man. Here are our losses. We lost to the Portland Trailblazers to open it in a close game towards the end. I mean, to the end. Right? Then we lost to the Houston Rockets when we had the melee. Both two teams that we would have looked at the beginning of the year and said, okay, them is going to be tough games. We never beat fucking Portland. And then we lost to the San Antonio Spurs once again, an extremely close game, a loss by 1 point in overtime. Then we beat the Phoenix Suns. We beat the Nuggets, who are a good team.
Right, that was a good win. Yeah. I think that might be the Nuggets' only loss still.
Exactly. Then we lost to the Spurs. Then once again, we lost a game where they had to hit a fucking buzzer beater to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
That game hurt.
Right. Then we beat the Mavericks, but then we beat Portland and lost to the Raptors. We played a challenging schedule. We beat pretty much all the teams that you would expect us to beat, and we lost to the motherfuckers that you would expect us to lose to. I mean,
yeah, but
and they were all super close
against playoff teams. That's I know it's early.
It ain't no playoff teams yet, man. When you look at the standings that are going on so far, man, this shit ain't how it's gonna be at all, dog.
Nah.
The Rockets have a worse record than the Lakers, so that shit ain't right.
I thought they might be trash though.
Yeah, I did too, but I mean, they're not trash like
that.
Not
to this point.
Yeah, right. Right now, if you were to look at the playoff picture, playoff teams, quote unquote, it would be the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Blazers, who we've beaten, the Spurs, the damn Grizzlies, and the Kings, and the Clippers, nigga. None of them motherfuckers are the teams. None of them teams are going to be in them bottom 4 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm with you, bruh. So I know they about to get that run up. So everybody relax.
So who are we playing next? Let's take a look at that right there. We are going to be playing the Timberwolves so we can get some get back on them bitches tomorrow.
Get some get back unless Derrick Rose want to go out there and drop 50.
Shit. If Derrick Rose drop 50, y'all niggas could go ahead and have that game, nigga. Y'all niggas just If Derrick
Rose drops 50, fucking Luke Walton is going to get that Lane Kiffin treatment. Get fired on the tarmac somewhere.
Hey, look. They can't blame him for that, man. If Derrick Rose dropped 50 on you, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You got to blame KCP. That's simple as that. You got to blame KCP.
I'm going to blame Luke for having KCP in there to get 50 dropped on him.
Either way, if KCP don't play, it's like, nigga, see, that's why your ass need to be out playing, You know what I'm saying? You should have been doing better to get in the game and stop this motherfucker. And if he is out there, either way, yeah, I would blame Casey.
I could rock with that.
Then we're gonna play the Sacramento Kings and Buddy Hield's teeth. And you know what I'm saying? We should whoop their ass.
Hey, we got Lonzo Shankieko when it comes to that game.
Oh yeah,
So
Lonzo gonna call out of that one. He gonna call off sick that day again against De'Aaron Fox, huh? You know, I'm just playing. Anyway, that's all the time we got for today. Before we see them Sacramento Kings, we're gonna have to see the Timberwolves tomorrow, and we're gonna give them an L and start a motherfucking win streak so we can get back up above 500. Anyways, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to all the podcast hosts that we got out there, wherever you find all the bullshit you was listening to before you was listening to the West Coast Crossover. And make sure you subscribe to Twitter, Facebook, and all that old good shit so you can get what we doing when we roasted niggas online. Anyways, for JD, I am Jeremiah the Prophet, and we out this bitch.